Excalibur, Excalibur, it is I, Arthur, King of the Britons. Tell me the secret of your magic.
It's no good, Lenny. It's 10:30. I'm not mucking about any longer. I want to go watch TISWAS. Quite honestly, mate, if you haven't made an act of mine now, you're never going to bother us. Not standing out in the middle of the lake like that silly plastic sword again.
Okay.
Not fooling anybody.
Let's
Come
go
on.
home. This is ridiculous, man.
Saturday, Saturday, Saturday is TISWAS Day. Saturday, Saturday, Saturday is TISWAS. Every day to miss, 'cause Saturday is TISWAS Day. A TISWAS Day, it doesn't matter day. Fill the day with fun and have a laugh all day. Have yourself a real night Saturday. 'Cause Saturday is TISWAS. Every day to miss, 'cause Saturday is TISWAS Day. Saturday is TISWAS. Every day to miss, 'cause Saturday is TISWAS Day. Saturday, Saturday, Saturday is TISWAS Day. Saturday, Saturday, Saturday is TISWAS. Every day to miss, 'cause Saturday is TISWAS Day.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Compost Corner. Compost Corner! A very, very special Easter Compost Corner this week. We particularly want you, before next week's programme, to send in photographs of your compost heap. Compost heap! To a special Compost Corner photographic competition. But first, my very special guest on this morning's programme, yes, it's our old friend, Percy Thrower.
Quiz. Really
No, it's
wonderful.
not. Don't-
It's me,
no,
David,
don't-
your
no.
old
So I
buddy
won't
and
work
pal.
with you again.
What?
Percy
It's
Thrower.
Thanks, Quiz.
Okay. Well, Compost Corner this week features my very, very special guest, my great personal pleasure to reintroduce our old friend David Bellamy. Come in, David. Hello.
Well, Quiz, isn't it marvellous to be here on my favourite programme, Compost Corner? And first of all, may I say I've been delving into the world of genetics and mutations with all the lovely little plants. And the other day, I crossed a climbing bean with a thistle and got a runner that wears little spikes.
Just your little joke.
Just a little joke there.
I knew we should have had Percy Thrower.
Yes, and I've been getting into farming. And I've been getting into that. And the other day I crossed a pig with a tin of beans and got pork and windy.
Very funny. What exactly have you got to show us this week in
Well,
the plant with spring in the air?
I've got some... Whee! I've got some lovely little plants. Over here, let's get some compost and my old friend pig manure. Let's get over here and see the lovely Genesis plant. Now, if you see over here, he's got a lovely little bits of growth over here.
It's an ugly looking
Yes,
brute,
it's
isn't
an ugly little brute, yes. Have a look at that there. He's a lovely plant. Now then, with maturing and lovely pig manure steeped for 16 years in CT socks.
The other one's not much better.
The other one's not. The other one is looking a lot better now. Now then, if you get this plant and poke it 3 times, it'll sing the chorus from its latest hit single.
No! Hey!
Isn't that marvellous? Shut up. Isn't that marvellous? Now then,
What else have you got to show us, David?
let's leap over here and see this wonderful little plant. Yes, here it is. This is the crossroads plant.
I see. What's particularly exciting about this one, David?
Well, Quiz, it'll only grow in sandy areas.
And
Yes, we usually...
not that funny. And he wrote it this morning during one of the cartoons.
Yes, Quiz, we usually wheel it round the garden.
I said not to use that. Well, let's move very quickly on, David, because this one over here actually is the one I particularly want.
Yes,
I don't know whether
well,
we can see this clearly.
Have a look at this. Come in close. Let's get really in. This is botany as it happens here in the studio. Look at this.
What do you call this? Shut
Well,
up,
it's-
Genesis.
it's-
What do you call this one?
Well, this is the Maggie Thatcher plant. A gruesome little item. Look at this. It grows steadily. Years and years of practice and growth and pig manure, and it gets really, yes, backhanders, weddies in laundry. And as it gets to number 10, it goes completely crackers. Well, isn't that marvellous?
Oh, thank you very much indeed, Dave. Very nice to have you back on Compost Corner.
Thanks, mate.
We interrupt this programme to bring you a news flash.
Good morning. At Blue Peter today... Quiet, please. At Blue Peter today, a streaker had to be given first aid when Simon pinned on his Blue Peter badge.
We interrupt this programme to bring you another news flash.
Trevor.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Earlier this week in Birmingham, a man who fell into a chicken dressing machine had a narrow escape. The machine plucked off all his clothes and trussed his legs up with string. Luckily, a fuse blew just as it grabbed the sage and onion stuffing.
Interrupt this news flash to bring you a programme.
Yes, there he is, my little dog's head. And this week, I thought, because it's been so cold, I've been freezing lately, haven't you, in your basket? I thought I'd talk about actually doggy fashion and how to dress your dog in the winter months. Now, if it's very wet and if it's raining or if the snow's about, then there's waterproofs, of course, little boots that you should have. See little boots there, and to match that, of course, the little raincoats that you can buy for the dog. But if the weather is just cold, then it's warmth that the dog really needs to go over his fur. So we have a lovely coat here. You just wrap him up in the coat. This is a very fashionable one. It's one of his particular favourites, and he loves going out and being seen in it. And then, of course, we have the scarf, a little nice coloured scarf that you can just wrap round him. That's it. He loves getting dressed up to go out. And, of course, you've got the hat. Turn your ears around here. Make sure his ears can stick out, because that means he can hear. So get that sort of hat where his ears can actually come out. There we are. And to finish him off, if it's very windy, that will keep him nice and warm. That will keep him lovely and warm. But if the wind gets up, then you also need to protect his eyes from the wind. So a nice pair of goggles sometimes does the trick, and you can protect his eyes like that from the wind. And there we have your complete sporting and windy dog. So there we are. And
Meanwhile, in a cloakroom not a million miles away... All right, come on then. You first, Mr. Carson, please. See which of you four are the heaviest.
You are Francis Carson. Your body weighs 6 stone. Your brain weighs half ounce. Your mouth weighs 9 stone. Your combined weight is 15 stone, half an ounce.
Very good, Mr. Carson. Excellent. Thank you. Excellent. Mr. Prowse, if you would, please, Mr. Kind. Stand on that.
I thought you'd been
You are Dave Prowse. Your weight is 18 stone. Correction. Please take your hands out of your pockets. Your weight is 16 stone.
Thank you, Mr. Prowse. Very kind. Big Daddy, would you, Mr. Kind, please? Can we get on?
Your weight is 36 stone.
Give it. I think it's. You gotta give it a belt. Give it a belt.
Ouch. 28 stone.
Give it another one. Give it another.
Ouch, ouch. 18 stone.
Thank you, Big Daddy. Mr. Manning, if you'd be so kind, please. Hello.
Where do you want me hands?
At a time,
Whatever
please.
it pleases yourself.
One at a time, please. I'm breaking up 30, 35,
Oh, welcome back. What a morning, eh? I must say, I feel a bit scruffy this morning, do you? On the contrary, I'm well-dressed, nicely mannered, and really rather elegant. People say to me I look like a dung heap at a compost corner. Compost corner! I'm smart, clean, and not half-witty. Well, people tell me I'm smart, clean, and not half-witty. No, they say you're a smarty pants, clean off your head, and half-witted. You see, I'm educated.
People say of me, he's educated.
No, they say he's educated. I'm so clever, I work in the media. I work in the Midlands. Girls throw themselves at my feet.
Nobody goes anywhere near my feet.
People say I've got an honest face.
People come up to me and say, honest, is that your face?
Because I'm smooth, oozing charm and intelligence, I work in television.
Well, so do I.
I'm a presenter and producer.
That's what I do.
Well, how do you keep your job looking so scruffy?
Well, it's funny, actually, because every time I appear on television, somebody up there pulls a rope and that happens. It's much better, apparently. It's what people want.
Are you quite sure?
Yes, it's Tommy Cooper!
Thank you very much. I was driving past a farmhouse the other day, and I saw the farmer on the doorstep. I said, hey, 6 of your hens have just stopped laying. He said, how do you know? I said, I've just run them over.
Sorry. Now, one of the easiest things to do is to make people laugh. But the boys in the studio and the girls have said I find it impossible to make them laugh. So I'm going to start inside 30 seconds. I shall make them all laugh their selection box off. Starting off with my average laugh. There's nothing like a name. That's Mullingon. Hey, Frankie. Mick-naggity, cabaret, double gibber, my mick-naggity. Well, Bob's the only one that doesn't laugh, because he's getting paid. Hey, get a crack of that one. So I tell it.
Now, as well as being one of the world's greatest humorists, I am now about to top the bill in cabaret everywhere with my earth-shattering gangriloquism. Allow me to introduce to you Salome. Here she comes, up you come, my little lovely. I don't want to come out. Yes, you do. No, I don't. Yes, you do. No, I don't. Do. Up you come. I shall now amaze all of you by getting Salome to recite a nursery rhyme whilst he drinks a pint of brown ale.
Mary had a little lamb, a grace as bright as glow. And everywhere that Gary went, the gun was sure to go.
Good morning. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Now, we would like to find witnesses to this famous accident. So if you were on the hill, up the hill, or over the hill at the time, get in touch with us straight away. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep. Now, if you should be offered a large woolly animal with a head at one end, a tail at the other, 4 legs, and it doesn't bark, and you've been offered it in suspicious circumstances, get in touch with me on Toytown 1212. Finally, the Queen of Hearts. She baked some tarts. And you can see what happened. She'd hardly got the cream on the top before they were whipped. However, we have a suspect, and I would like you to study this photo fit. He is known as the Knave of Hearts, or to his friends, Jack. Now, have you seen anything of Jack and his pack, or you can tell us where these stolen tarts might be sold on the cheap, I would like to get in touch on this phone once again, on Toy Town 1212. A result already. Hello? Yes, yes. Ah, you think you found a stolen tart? I see. Can you describe it to me? Yes, large, round, yellow, with white stripes. Yes, it could be one of the stolen tarts, but I can't be absolutely sure until I see it face to face. No, we were looking for lemon curd.
Right. Tony Brutus, probably the world's strongest human, is with us this morning in the studio and claims that he can lift any two men in Britain. Well, this seems to be the morning to try this particular feat. Can you come in, please, gentlemen? Can we have you here?
Any two normal men.
You're on your own, son. I've got nothing to do with this. Go on then, Tony. Are you right, son?
They came from outer space.
You can do it.
I'm not frightened you, son.
You can do it.
Now is the winter of my discontent.
Yeah, right, never mind. Just lift it.
But first a song.
And they told us it was the South Bank Snow.
You did frighten me, don't you, Bernard?
You know, this act's worth more scrap. Hey, you're doing a good job, Tony, anyway. Nice to see you.
There's an athletic feat game.
Nice and quiet in the studio, nice and quiet, please.
Must be hard up for work, that's all.
To you, Bernard.
Don't make me laugh, Bernard. Yeah, Bernard. You tell us when, Tony. Yes.
Who's your agent, Martin Foreman?
You can say that now, Tony.
Right.
Right, sit down, boys.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Start again.
Let's we'll try once more, Tony.
Ask it! I'm going down, ask it!
Come on, Daddy, here we go.
Can you...
No, thank you, Dave, no.
Can you not fall back?
Heavyweights stick together.
Yeah.
Come on then, back you go.
Fall back. Keep
All right,
forward.
well.
Keep
I didn't
forward.
like your record anyway. Just a joke, sorry, just a joke.
Steady, Bernard.
Are you sure you wouldn't like to sing? Hey?
Keep lean
Oh, be very careful, you could hurt yourself with this lot. I'll just start at the go. Please, keep it light.
You two went. Right. Ready? Sit.
Sit.
Down. Yeah.
Sit.
Sit down.
Sit.
Francis Algernon Nebuchadnezzar Carson, this is your life indeed. That was your great friend there, John Revolting, your old dancing master, harking back to the days when he knew you just as plain Sandy Carson. But Francis, this is your life, and what a life it's been. You were born 58 years ago in the quaint little Irish village of Wellington. Your mother was a fan dancer at the local bus terminus, and your father was a famous self-employed inventor. In fact, it was he who invented the toilet seat. And then, 8 years later, your great-uncle Sean invented the hole to go with it. Here's a photo of you at 18 months. Let's have a look at that over there. There you are. A lovely baby. And when you'd already composed your first concerto at the age of 18 months, and then, at the age of 5, you got into your first bit of trouble with the forces of law and order. Frank, do you remember this voice?
Hey, we're a rum do, you young scallywag.
Yes, that's right. Your old village constable, PC Seamus Flynn. Oh, wow, there he is. There he is. He's been a long time.
No, here he is. Hello, Seamus.
There he is, PC Flynn. Well, I understand you had a bit of trouble with him in the old days, PC.
Oh, I remember Frank when he was a lad. You're right, straight away. He was always a bit funny then, you know, but we electric shock treatment soon sorted him out. I'll tell you. Folk was always complaining. He was telling cracking jokes all the time. He got so bored and we had to lock him up.
Thanks very much, PC Seamus Flynn. Oh, God. Well, there you are. Right, fine. By the age of 12, you're a magnificent, good-looking, superbly conditioned boy with a ready eye for the young ladies by now. And Frank, do you remember this voice?
Yes, he looked lovely in that blue dress.
Yes, it's the woman who was the leader of your girl guide troop for 3 weeks until someone complained about your hairy legs. Brownell Maureen O'Shaughnessy, James.
Oh, boy, Maureen.
There she is. Well, Brownell, right. That's plenty. That's enough. Brownell, what sort of a girl guide did he make, Brownell? What sort of a girl guide did he make?
Well, almost too convincing.
Well,
even.
yes, it's been like that ever since.
Yes, he was a lot of fun. We can remember him with fond affection. He used to help old ladies across the street,
Well, that's lovely.
steal their handbags and then jump on a bus.
Yes, was he always cracking jokes?
One day it took me 3 hours helping an old lady across the road. She didn't want to go across. That's a joke.
Was he always cracking jokes in those days?
He was always telling jokes. He was
so
really
boring we had to lock him up.
Well, that's right. Okay, well, sit yourself over there. There she's Brownell Maureen
It was so
O'Shaughnessy,
boring we had to lock them
And
up.
so, Frank, the years rolled by. You made many big-name friends over the years. And if you pick up this phone now, there should be an old friend waiting to have a few words. I think this is a bit of a surprise for you, Frank. Have a listen to this.
This is the President of the United States.
Well, they are.
A lot of people don't realize that my real name, my brother Billy's name, is Carson. But we changed it to Carter. Because of the disgrace that our elder brother, Frank, brought on the family name. Breaking shop windows, ringing Richard Nixon's doorbell and running away. Eating worms and trying on Mrs. Eisenhower's washing. Cracking jokes all the time. It got really boring.
Frank, there he was. Yes, a great old friend of yours, President Jimmy Carter. Well, then him back in this country. No, he's not coming. Then back in this country is by now a really desperately struggling comedian. You teamed up with this man here.
Nice.
Yes,
You
that's
never
right.
forget
He's
me.
travelled by mule overnight from Wolverhampton since Tuesday to get here. He is Michael Crawford.
Wow, Michael. Hey, goodness me.
Come here, Michael. What's it been like? What's your fondest memory of working with this giant of a man?
Well, I always remember Frank when he went to the Horse of the Year show in Wembley. He came second. A goat beat you, didn't he?
What about his sense of humour? Was he cracking jokes even in the early days?
Yes, he was always cracking jokes, and they were all so boring.
Well, that's right. There he is. Thanks very much, Michael Crawford. Well, it's been a tremendous struggle, Francis, particularly with the scripts you had and the infinitesimal amount of talent that you had. And yet, through it all, there were these tremendous family loyalties back to the old days. And now, flown in by special privately chartered plane all those thousands of miles, we've hid him away for 2 weeks in one of London's most expensive hotels, eating and drinking in his room, surrounded by a privately contracted round-the-clock team of security guards. We've been paying for him for the last 2 months, ready for this moment.
That's a big intro.
The man who uttered these never-to-be-forgotten words all those years ago.
Yes, Frank, I'll never forget September the 1st, 1927 in Peterborough.
I've never been in Peterborough.
What? We spent.
No, I have. No. You got the address.
He says he's never. What? He says he's never heard of you. All right, we'll pay your expense. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Thank you.
Well, never mind, Frank. Sorry about that. Never mind. In the course of a very busy life, you've managed to be married 12 times. You've had 11 beautiful children. Here they are. Let's have a little look at your entire family. Ian, Tony, Sandra, Arthur, Charles. Where are they? Arthur, Charles, Rachel, Alison, Clarissa, Kimo Sabe, Ezekiel, and Rasputin. Your 11 beautiful children. There they are, Frank. There they are. Your whole lovely family. Finally, Frank, do you remember this voice? Yes, that's right. That's right.
No.
It's your old chemistry master from school. You haven't seen him for years, but he's now a world-famous TV star. And now loved by millions as Mad Harry.
We interrupted the programme to bring you another news flash.
Good morning. I'm awfully sorry. I appear to have a frog in my throat.
That's better. A man from Hammersmith had a successful operation this morning to remove a very large mole. The doctor said the man was asleep with his mouth open and it must have crawled in during the night. Come on, it was better than that. I'm most awfully sorry.
Excuse me, Mr. Peel. Hello, Mr. Peel. I don't know if you remember me. I used to be in a group in Liverpool in the 60s and that, you know. And,
Yeah, they all say that.
we split up. And, we split up and went in hard time. Not now, Mr. Peel.
Most of them were.
And you know, you've become so famous and that, and number one disc jockey and all that. I was just wondering, you know, we're a bit on the hard times now, and you know, I haven't had a bite all day. I wonder if you can help me at all. Hello. If you remember last week, we were out and about in the countryside last week, but it's welcome back this week to Ordinary Studio-based Compost Corner. A bit later on Ordinary Boring Studio-bound Compost Corner. We'll be introducing a new greenhouse with no glass in for people who want to throw stones, and also an Ordinary Studio-bound Boring Compost Corner. We'll be looking at a new hoe. It's the double hoe, or ho-ho, as it's known, for the gardener with a sense of humour. And also we'll be looking at the sycamore plant, for those of you who use sycamore material like this. But first, back on Ordinary Studio-bound Boring Compost Corner. It's time to reintroduce my very, very special guest, basically because we couldn't find anybody else. Here he is, Dr. David Bellamy.
Well, Chris, it's really marvellous to be back on Ordinary Studio-bound Compost Corner. And may I say, after that wabblazing introduction and the brilliant rapturous applause of this remarkable wabble, all I can say is it's a great relief to know these wagamuffins are incarcerated in the cage, otherwise they'd all run off on the rampage.
Yeah, well, that's all very easy for you to say, David. What exactly have you got to show us this week?
Well, Chris, I've got some lovely specimens of fauna and flora here to show you today on Ordinary Studio-bound Compost Corner.
First of all, what we do this week, I don't know why we bothered. Sorry.
First of all, we've got this amazing plant here. Take a look at this. As you can see, the growth here is actually a stethoscope. This is the doctor plant. And it's called the doctor plant because it doesn't come out at night. Now then, as you can see, we've got these two knack plants here, and all they need to help them make hit records and grow especially well is some moisture. Plenty of moisture. This is what you need for the body.
Also, David, we've also actually got a special effects man waiting for his cue at the moment. He wasn't in the sketch, but it did seem a shame to waste that spare button.
I know. Well, let's have a look at this.
I'll pay for your shirt.
This is a lovely. It's a plant I grew myself. It's a cross between an orange plant and a rubber tree plant. Just have a look at this. It bears lovely fruit with plenty of apple. Thank you very much. Must have a japper.
Even more interesting than usual.
This is lovely stuff. Now, take a look at this. A very sad plant, CT, because I grew it at home and I used to give it a tot of whiskey just to keep its leaves perking up. And through the process of osmosis and everything, it absorbed more than 3 pints of scotch a day. Now, as you can see, I'm sorry, I'll get you a coat with polythene lapels. We've got this lovely plant here, and it's called the alcoholic plant, and it's very easy to see why, because it needs plenty of scotch to keep it going, and it falls over.
I think it's going to be sick, David.
Oh, no, we don't want any of that. Now then, look at this. This is a Japanese flower. Look at this, Chris. Look at the mark of elegance here as we have a look at this. Just come in close.
What exactly do you call it, David?
This is a kamikaze plant. Now, don't get too close, CT, because it will actually explode if it thinks a human is going to harm it. Don't get too close.
As you remember, boys and girls, we never ever tell lies on TISWAS. Johnny, of course, here has also got another record under his belt. Johnny, of course, you all know from that long-running series on Granada Television, Coronation Street, and we hope you all live to see the end of it. Well, we're going to continue. Now, Johnny, of course, sorry, I'll just read it. Johnny, Yard of Ale champion for Midlands first, then Southern Region, and then, of course, you captured the All-British title 3 weeks ago.
Yes, I did.
Now, as you know, with a lot of children and it's the licensing, the pubs are not open yet, as we all know. All the people in the studio are sober. We're going to ask you to watch now a Yard of Ale, because we're not allowed to have ale in it, as it's not open in the children here. But you will show us exactly. Will you please time this, John? Just time this. On we go now, and go! Oh! Time, 8 seconds. Well, there you are. Now we're going to attempt a new world record for TISWAS. If he gets this, he will, of course, be entitled to get the golden scroll which is worth, as you know, well over £1,000. Yes. We're getting people writing in every day asking, can they buy these? Sorry, the answer is no. Unless you actually hold a TISWAS record, you will never, ever have the privilege of throwing one of these in your bin. Right. Well, now on we go, Johnny. This time quick you can now. Here we go.
Ready?
A new world record.
Ready?
Oh, go! Fantastic. How long was that? 4 seconds. There, Johnny, here you are. Your TISWAS chairmanship. Well done.
Thank you.
And there you are. Many happy hours in Coronation Street, Johnny. And goodbye. Now, we'll bring you more stuff later on in the programme. The rubbish is just expendable.
But the thing I hated most in school was the exams. Do you remember? And they stuck you in a hall very much like this. An examiner sat watching everybody like a hawk on the stage. And there you are, sat in your little desk. And the clock at the back of the hall. And you had crib notes written all over the back of your hand. And you were sweating with nerves and all the ink had run. And then they'd start. Do you remember them? The SWATs. In every form there was a SWAT. And there they'd start. After about 10 minutes of the examination, there they'd be. Sir, can I have some more paper, sir? I hadn't written my name then. And they all looked the same, didn't they, SWATs? They all looked the same. They were all skinny, and they had pimples and glasses. And they played on the wing with new boots on. Oh, I hated SWATs. But the most dreaded moment of all came in examinations for me. It wasn't so much in the exam. It was outside the hall afterwards, checking the answers. Hey, Di, what do you get for number 2? 1.84 centimeters. What do you get, Phil? 1.83 centimeters. What do you get, Stuart? 1.86 centimeters. What do you get, Neil? 1.89 centimeters. What do you get, Max? I'm not saying. I think mine's out a bit. And the question was to find the diameter of this copper tube. And they say, what do you get, man? I'm not saying. I don't have to say. Mine's a bit different. And they say, perhaps you were right and we are wrong. I said, I don't think so. He said, what do you get the diameter of the tube? I said, 17.5 miles. But do you remember that? You spent 2.5 hours in a question, because it was the easiest one. And you ended up with a stupid answer. Mind you, they were stupid questions. Do you remember the things they used to ask you? A question we had in ratios. Do you remember ratios? Ratios. I couldn't spell them, alone do them. And this is the question we had in ratios. A bath. A bath holds 50 gallons of water. With the both taps full on, the bath fills at a rate of 3.5 gallons a minute. With the plug out, the bath empties at a rate of 2.5 gallons a minute. Question? How long does it take to fill the bath? And I wrote underneath, a damn sight quicker if you hadn't taken the plug out.
Now we welcome the incredible, the amazing Memory Man.
Good morning. Now, this amazing memory aid which fits into the ear is a triumph of micro-technology. Now, with the wizardry of modern electronics, it is now possible for a person with a poor memory to have complete recall. And it's very simple to operate. There's a simple on-off switch here. Now, I'll just demonstrate. I switch it off. Now, to start it all again, I just simply switch it on. Where did I put it? Right, here somewhere, excuse me. Did I have one when I came on? It's ridiculous. A terrible memory. Somebody should invent something for a memory like mine. I do apologize. I'll go and get it. It must be here somewhere.
We interrupt this program to bring you a news flash.
Good morning. This is a news flash. I'm terribly sorry. Earlier this week, Captain Mark Phillips was kicked by a horse at badminton. At a press conference later on, a palace spokesman said, "I didn't even know horses played badminton." I'm terribly sorry, I can't see without my glasses. Owing to cutbacks at the BBC, the children's programmes, Crackerjack, Wacky Races and Jack and Nori are being combined into one programme. It's going to be called Cracker Wacky Jack and Nacky Nori.
Take that, you swine! Hey, it doesn't wash off.
What's more, pal? I'm terribly sorry.
Show where it's our pleasure and our privilege to try and make you happy. If you're happy, then I'm happy. If I'm happy, then we're all happy. Is everybody happy? Yeah! Let's have a great big hand for the boys in the back. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, I'll just meet the contestants first of all. I'd like to meet the contestants now. What are your names? Fine, okay. What about you?
Hoody Elbow.
Hoody Elbow, man of mystery, as I recall, and clairvoyant extraordinaire. Okay, well, tonight's glittering prizes include your chance to be one of the first to get absolutely free from one of Britain's top salons, the hairstyle that shook the world in the 50s and is now making a big comeback. And in a week when Reagan and Carter continue to dominate the headlines, we ask the burning question, just how much longer can they both go on churning out the same old repeats of the Sweeney? So we've got prizes waiting to be won, but first we're going to have a lot of fun. Right, can I start with you, please, sir?
All right.
OK, are you any good at maths?
No, not really.
Correct, you're not any good at maths. In fact, you're hopeless at maths. Well done. Right, nice and easy so far. Can you name...
Shut up, all right?
Can you name one wife of Henry VIII?
Yes.
Wait a minute, I haven't asked you the full question yet. Who had her head cut off?
Catherine.
Anne Boleyn. It's in more than one part, though. What was her telephone number?
4867878.
But don't believe a word I say.
Sorry, no, that was cut off as well. Well, not to worry. Sorry about that. I must ask for quiet. Please, sit down. Question number 3. What did that great painter Vincent van Gogh say when he just cut off his own ear?
Pardon?
Pardon is correct. That's exactly what Vincent van Gogh did say. Right, question number 4. Plenty of time to catch up.
OK.
What great musician was named after the Metropolitan Police Squad?
Teddy. Oh, God. Albert Lee, wasn't it? Albert Lee, I think. Albert Lee. Albert Lee.
What great musician was named after the Metropolitan Police Riot Squad?
That was Jenny Jones, wasn't it?
Bobby Crush. No, sorry, well, sorry about that. We typed out completely wrong. Never mind. Don't worry. Plenty of time to catch up. Right, number 4. Now, this is an espionage question. To do with spying. What famous spies were finally caught on Christmas Day?
Mince pie.
Mince pie's correct! Well done! Excellent! Don't worry, 3 of them, nothing over so far. But still plenty of time to catch up.
Aye.
What great British jazz musician has a famous wife called Jasmine who follows him everywhere.
Shirley Bassey.
Sorry, no, it's Kenny Ball and his Jasmine. Well, oh dear, just as things were getting so exciting, there goes the bell. Time for us once again to say tooroo pip pip, but hopefully au revoir. Join us again next time. I'll be here, I hope you'll be there. Then again, if he comes over here, I'm going over there. Then again, I might go over there, you can come over here. Then again, we can both go over there. There's not a lot of point you coming over here, because I'll be over there. We'll be lovely to watch over here. But join us again next time for another fabulous bunch of fun in the challenge. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.